Good morning. Today is Monday, March 11th. I'm just out in the garden, part of it. Figure I'd give an update kind of on what's been going on around here. Kind of been on a bit of a halt lately as far as construction for the studio. I'll show you that. Some things I've just been bringing out. Chroma's looking very pretty right now. About 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun's just starting to come up. Anyway, took a trip. So this is where we're at. Pretty much still in the same place that we were a couple months ago. I am having issues with getting, hold on the phone, with getting the people that were doing the work to come back out and do the work. They have been out of town a lot recently, just waiting. Everything is a mess, as you can see. Everything I own is not everything that I own. Everything that's been collected here of the people that have been in and out of here over the past years. I'm still getting rid of a lot of stuff. But I did have a friend of mine come out and do some pre-wiring of electrical boxes. Thanks, Kevin. He did that out of the kindness of his heart. Put that there. It's kind of hard for me to walk around in here, honestly. I'm trying to clear that out now to get ready. So anyway, there's some more of the electrical work. And then up there, right there, he's got that ready to be wired into the house. So these windows are actually doors that I got from a Liberty Street salvage place down the road here in Winston-Salem. They were $25 a piece. Cut them out, put them in, saved a lot of money. This is where the wood stove will be. That'll have to be worked in a little bit later, but where's my cat? Laundry room, which I am definitely having huge issues with right now. Not so much the laundry or the washer or dryer. Candy corn, come on. More so because not only does my cat live here, Candy corn, but all the stray cats have started to hang out in here, and I've had to not drive myself crazy running them out all the time. They're sleeping in our laundry. I don't have anywhere to really put it until it gets put up. So I'm thinking I may start having to enclose the laundry room area myself. It's going to come out about 2 foot from the brick wall there. Span all the way up to the ceiling, and then the part here that will have where I said to come out the 2 foot, it's going to be like a closet that'll open from the inside so we can hang clothes and put baskets up and have more floor space in here, because this area has been fairly difficult to have room to really do much of anything. No candy corn. Say hi. Hi. So yeah, that's where we're at. This will be the office eventually. Another issue that I've run into has been when the people come out and did my roof, which I'll show you. This is another mess I'm taking care of. Oh, it's everywhere. So anyway, when the people come out and did my roof, let's climb a little bit. The roof looks good, except for they didn't go up under the siding. So I've noticed in some heavy rains like we've been having, well, it leaks a little. So it's dripping down the wall, so I'm glad I didn't put any drywall up yet. I also recently had to, what's on the other side of this room here is actually my daughter's room. That's a window that got closed off. So she just recently had a birthday, and I promised her that if she kept her room clean, and she has been, that I would redo her room. So that got done. That put me out about a week. I'm talking about I had to rip walls out, insulate, re-drywall, days worth of mudding, days worth of painting. Well, about a day's worth of painting, but yeah, it's a mess, and I'm ready to get it done. I get stuck a lot with where to start first. I'm kind of rushed in the area of the doors as of now, because even though this is covered, the cats come in through the bottom of that little flap, and of course then this door is just completely exposed. But that will probably be where I go first. I don't know. I don't really know what I would be doing after that. Clearing all this stuff out, obviously, but that's happening in small doses. I also, again, have not only this is what's left of what came down from this. My whole front yard was absolutely covered. I'm also doing a big cleanup job out back because, again, we have more wood, and a lot of materials left over from jobs that have been done that I, to save money, am having to clean up behind other people's work repeatedly. So the yard has been staying pretty junky. The city is really not happy with me right now, but I am doing what I can. I'm chopping it, I'm stacking it, trying to get it taken care of. But yeah, this is what's left of the, not too much left of the wood to get taken care of, because I actually do have, I'm driving around with a wood stove in my trunk currently. Someone that is a regular at the coffee shop that I work at had an extra, so I took him up on it, and him and a friend that I used to work with manhandled it into my trunk of my car, and that's where it's been for a couple months. I need to get it out of my trunk because it's really heavy and it's harsh. So anyway, that's going to go there. But all this stuff has to continue to get cleared out. So I've been very busy. Filed my taxes day before yesterday, so that's done. Luckily, it wasn't too hard this year. As far as the business goes, because it was supposed to be my first year, but I didn't make any sales last year, so it's not that I didn't make any, I haven't pushed for it. Basically this year I've been focusing on at least getting the website put up so that there is some tenure in it, so that it helps with the ranks in Google. Making sure all the information, the SEO stuff, all that stuff's accurate. I realized recently that I would need a permit in order to have said office in my home to work out of it. So that's something I've had to communicate with the city over and get information on to get that started. I found out with that, because I just asked the lady over the phone, I know that you're going to send me the information, but could you give me a quick recap of what this does or doesn't involve? So I can have people come, and once the gardens are established, once there will be a greenhouse out back. I'll have plants in here as well, but people can come by. anytime. The thing is I won't be able to make a sale at the house or the studio or the office or whatever it is that it's going to be called. What I'd have to do instead is the purchases would have to be made online, and then the people that made the purchase would be able to come and pick it up. So pickup is available, it's just the sale can't be made on the property, which is, I don't know, sort of strange to me. I really need to look into the laws. It's maybe something as far as doing like, you know, a yard sale, plant sale. I don't know if I could get away with occasionally doing a plant yard sale. So I don't know. A lot going on, also a lot not going on. Keeping up with the job. It's just now starting to warm back up. Today was a little chilly again. The breeze was really, really cold. Excuse me, candy corn. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah. I showed you a little bit of what I had started bringing out on the front porch. I had a little box out here I got from my last job. It was like a shipping container, and I put a screen and this 30% block because whenever I brought some of these plants out here, I noticed that they immediately actually started to sunburn. Some of them did get sunburned, but this one's just like my little shade box for the front yard. It's temporary for right now. I've got some evergreen trees growing, not just succulents. Really late on starting my actual food garden this year. But I did get some of the colder stuff in the ground at least. I don't know. I'm really excited about this one. This one is not really showing its colors quite yet, but it's called Pink Spots. And I guess down here more at the bottom, its spots will end up getting more darker, more prominent, with more sun exposure. But these, a lot of these are fresh out of the house. Some of them have already, again, been sunburnt, but I'm trying to stop that from continuing to happen. Like, what happened? Which one was it? I think I moved it low. Oh, Purpusorum. It was growing beautifully in the house, but then I watered it, and I do a bottom watering, and I don't know if you can see that or not. So where it started to grow and get new green growth, you can see there in the center, I shocked it. It's burnt, and it's going to take a while to recover because they're such slow-growing plants. But it shall live, and there are more. Let's see. I'm excited to see these get a little bigger. They're very pretty, actually. They have like this really pretty blue. It looks strange out here in this lighting. Not sure if I can. I don't know. Yeah, they're really frosty looking, but they're Kalanchoe Marners? Kalanchoe, something like that. Something with an M. Yeah, Marners. Some burritos starting. Phantom. Minima. I'm excited about the Tango. It looks funky right now, but they're going to be really pretty. I can't wait to get them all in a pot. There's a big bowl of them. Just placing things around. Trying them out in different locations. Meow. So, that was the outdoor part of the garden. Indoors, the place that I'm slowly moving a lot of the plants from. I got a couple of them that I'm excited about, like, let's see. That's Joan Daniel and Santa Louis. They're both flowering right now. Like, the Joan Daniel's flowers are just gorgeous. I don't know if it'll let me. No, not really wanting to pick it up very well. That's the Santa Louis. They look sort of standard, I think, but they're very pretty. And I'm wondering if maybe I could cross them since they're flowering at the same time. This is a crested cubic frost, but I think it's starting to sort of. No, it's maintaining. I guess I get impatient and I just want it to hurry up and grow wide and weird. But it's still there. Some baby dark moons. My ice plant. These need to go through a bit of cleanup, actually, but ooh, that chroma is flowering too. Maybe I'll try to cross that with something up here. Some Purple Delights. Lola's here on the left, Purple Delights. Topsy-turvy. Some chromas, some jet beads. There's my Kalanchoe panda plant. I love that plant. Lola's. Some fresh cuttings. So if something happened with these Echeveria Wilderness whenever I got it, and I'm not really sure what happened to it, to be honest with you, but I'm kind of glad that it did, because whatever it has put out, I believe I've got 3 crested Wilderness, just because there was an issue with the plant when it arrived. So of course, when I get the plants, I pluck them. So that I can save some of the leaves, because sometimes you just get them and then the mother plant ends up not making it. I don't know if it's like I guess it's just an environmental thing. I really don't know what these are either, but I love them. They don't get super huge, or they haven't quite yet. And I've had the mama plant for a couple years now. These are some of the babies. And I've only seen them get, I don't know, maybe about twice the size of what it is now total. So I'm really not sure what this is, but I love them. They stay really compact. If anybody does know what these are, please, 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 please let me know. I know it's kind of hard to tell with a lot of them, but I don't know, if you have any information, that'd be cool. I don't know, some propagations. Regrowing my severely damaged burrito, but it needs to go outside soon. That's the mama PVN, and some babies. And some more propagations. Got some propagation trays, what I made into so I could label them. I'm trying to get everything more organized. Obviously, it's kind of difficult to do with everything like this inside your home, but I'm getting there. These are the ones that just I'm trying to watch after, just to keep up with for one reason or another. Like I did a head chop on the Buddhist temple there, and I'm trying to keep it in this area so that I do keep an eye on it to see what it may or may not need. My Romeo Rubin, which I absolutely love this plant. I think I overwatered it, and so it's spread out. I'm watching it slowly as I put it closer to being up under this light. I'm sort of perk back up instead of spread back out. So drop some of the water content, I suppose. I've heard that they're very hard to take care of. So I guess we'll find out. I recently just lost my neon breakers. I didn't lose it completely. I'm hoping that I could get some propagations from the leaves that I pulled off, but it went through stem rot. This is Chihuahua wensis. Here's the Hera. I love the coloration on the Hera. I can't wait to get a big bowl of that too. Opalina. Very pretty. And this one is, I think this one is Orion. Yes, this one is Orion. All right, well, I think that about does it for me. I really just wanted to give an update on what's been going on around here. The slow and sometimes non-existent feeling progress that's been going on. It's a lot, especially with me mostly doing this by myself. It's a lot, but I'm determined, very stubborn. I guess this is one of those good places to be stubborn. I'm just kind of tired of, not kind of, I got tired of working for someone else, them determining my schedule, me being exhausted after working 10-hour shifts, to the point where when I got home, there was no doing anything else. Just immediately to the bed. I don't know if it's so much that I'm after more freedom. I know that's a big part of it. And it's not that I'm unwilling to work. I just don't really want to work for anyone else anymore. I'm not sure yet how I will get to that point. But I know that it is possible, and I just have to stick with it. It's been a very slow start, and I feel like that's the way that I'm going to have to make it work for me, because I'm still having to work another job just to maintain the household. But I did choose something that, yes, absolutely is way less pay than what I was making at my last job. But it doesn't take up many hours of my day. I can still get up early, go do that for a few hours, get off of work, come home, and take care of all of this just mess. It's mess. But also listening to podcasts, doing a lot of self-improvement to kind of up the quality of my life a bit. Sorry, I know I'm jumping around a lot here. It's just a lot. It's not close to being done. But also when I'm getting off of work, I'm coming home and doing things outside of the very, very horribly trashed yard. Repotting, moving the propagations over into another pot, doing more propagations, sourcing, thinking about things that I'll need in the future. I feel like maybe this year I may have missed the deadline because of what I know in product, what it'll take to do these things, but I've really been looking into events. This year, I may not choose to do any events this year, and the biggest reason that I say that is because I'm still in the process of growing a lot of my inventory, and that takes time. It's not, most succulents are not fast growers. Some of them are, but most of them are not, and I have posted the website, which is theplantingpot.com. It is there. It is still just very empty, and I was really struggling with putting a schedule on myself, I should say. It was creating a lot of pressure to what I had in mind. I was just going to post one item a day, and it's just, I don't do well with that. I wasn't able to maintain and create that habit for myself. So I've been trying to just be more relaxed on that end, but make sure that I'm still steadily working towards the business. Like a big part of what will be beneficial and help my growth, help my mindset, help me really get into it is when the side porch is finished. I say the side porch, that's what it is. It's a converted side porch that's going to be the studio / office. And once I have that space, I feel like I can just sort of wipe off, you know, my current existence, slide into the new one, sit down at my laptop and actually just like get some work done. It's actually really nice over there having all the windows. It will be a very productive space once it's complete. So, yep, that's about it for me. Thanks for watching. That's my update. See you in the next one.